Vedanta, when it talks about the qualities of a disciple, the very first quality is viveka or discrimination. And then the next is vairagya or dispassion. So over the years as I've thought about it, I realized that the sages who put together Vedanta realized that the very first thing, and always, like you are saying, is viveka, discrimination. If I don't have discrimination, then I am not even ready to take the next step of vairagya or dispassion or renunciation. So that means the very first quality that I must cultivate within myself is the ability to know what to do, what not to do. So I cannot be dumb. I cannot be just, I tell people I cannot be just lost in Shakti or just say it's what the Shakti wants. No. The sage says, you still have a mind, you still have the power of discrimination, use it. And so therefore, I think keeping that sharp at all times. Baba always said, you don't have to be a fool, you don't have to be an idiot. Simply because you have surrendered to the Shakti, you can still be wise, you can still be real. And I think many of us on the path of yoga think, oh, it's God, let whatever's happening happen. And I think that that's just a lazy way for us to just say, do I really have to do it myself? I think yes, that we must take responsibility for who I am, what I am doing, what I am thinking, what is happening. Because even though consciousness is everywhere, this consciousness is coming through this form. So therefore, the individual is responsible for himself or herself. And until I get to that place where I'm truly surrendered to consciousness at all times, then it's a different matter. But I think a very small percentage of the population gets there where it's 100% committed, dedicated, surrendered to consciousness. Most of us still have a mind, still have an ego, still have all of the faculties working within us. Overall, we might be pure. Overall, we might be, surrendered to the Shakti. But still, some individuality is still there. I think of Baba Muktananda often, and I think that at one point in his sadhana, he almost became like Bhagavan Nityananda, where he didn't matter to him. But then, whether it was his Guru's command or his own wish or desire, he maintained a little bit of Muktananda, of his individuality. So that allowed him to be in this world and to do the work that he did. Otherwise, I think when you see some of his sadhana type pictures, you see he's just, the world doesn't seem to matter to him. He's not interested in this world. All he's interested is in consciousness. But yet, I think to operate in this world, some little connection to this world is maintained by the individual, and it keeps him or her occupied in this world. Otherwise, like Ramakrishna Paramahamsa, for example, you read in his book that very so often he just be gone for hours. As soon as he lost his contact with anything mundane, there was nothing to ground him. There's nothing to keep him here. Boom, gone. But then as soon as something that he's attached to or that he connects to brings him back here to this plane, to this earth. So I think most of us are connected to this earth through whatever it is. So the ability to have discrimination at all times, even when the Shakti is flowing through you, to know what to do and what not to do. And as you said, to keep that moral compass within ourselves to say, no, this is not right. I should not do this. This should not be done. To anybody, doesn't matter who. And I don't need to be the judge. Let that divine be the judge. Let it dispense the karma that needs to be dispensed. I don't need to. And I think that takes a lot of willpower, Ichha Shakti, to hold yourself strong in that moment and just say, let the divine do its work. I'll just be a witness. I will not get caught in this, wanting to do this, correct this. And I think spirituality as Baba Muktananda says, is very tricky. And I have often come to the realization that a spiritual ego is more dangerous, because now I'm holy, now I'm pure, now I'm a great soul. And for a while in India just now, I was teasing everybody that I'm a great being, and they would all laugh, and I would say, "This great being," just having fun with people, that we get caught in this role playing. If I'm really a great being, if I'm really a great soul, I don't need to advertise that I'm a great being or a great soul, because I've merged into that greatness. So where is the I to say I am a great being? There is no I to say I'm a great being, because the I has already merged into that vastness.